Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam 81, and I'm coming back to you again. This is from foxnews.com. Yes, foxnews.com. And of course, they're going to be one of the media outlets that's going to jump onto this. So it says Bill Clinton visited Jeffrey Epstein's private island. Unsealed court documents suggest Maxwell's lawyers tried to prevent documents from being released. This article is done by Edmond de Marchi. I apologize if I butchered your name. But it says U.S. charged Epstein confidant G. Maxwell, and they going after her because Jeffrey Epstein is dead, but they going after her because she was basically just picking these girls and grooming them for Jeffrey Epstein. The article goes on to say a trove of documents released last Thursday could shed light on Maxwell's relationship with the financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The data includes records of a 2011 meeting accused of Virginia G and her lawyers were where she talked about the powerful people in Epstein's orbit who she said either flew on his private Boeing 727 or stayed on his private island in the Caribbean. Okay? One of the names mentioned was that of former President Bill Clinton. Maxwell's lawyers had filed an emergency motion to stop the release of the new documents and have said the move would essentially eliminate any chances of their client has been a fair trial. The lawyers said documents from 2015 civil suit could inappropriately influence potential witnesses or alleged victims. The newly released documents include a conversation that the accuser G. Maxwell had with her lawyer nearly 10 years ago as part of her civil case against Maxwell. And here it is right here. Let me, she had done nothing wrong. Go to parties, deal with it. And these are actually the paperwork right here. Let me see if I can pull this up because I like to give the factual. And here we go. You can pause and read this for yourself. This is one. And this is two. Well, actually, that would be the top of it. And you can go and pause that. Read that for yourself. Very interesting stuff. Might I add, and also let me just go right here so you can see that. You can pause that and read that for yourselves. Okay? And it's from Techno Frog on Twitter. Okay, the article goes on to say at one point in the conversation, the subject turned to Epstein's powerful friend Jack Scarola. One of G's lawyers asked her if she had any recollection of Epstein telling her that Bill Clinton owed him favors. Ooh. She then replied, I'm guessing, yes, I do. She responded, according to the documents, it was a laugh, though. He would laugh it off. I remember asking Jeffrey, what Bill Clinton was doing here, kind of a thing, and he laughed it off and said, well, he owes me a favor. He never told me what favors they were. I never knew. I didn't know if he was serious. It was just a joke. The lawyers asked her to clarify what she was referring to when she mentioned Clinton, and she said the former president was one of the island, with the one on the island. She said Maxwell was also there as well as a person named Emily and two other young girls. And it says, and where all of you staying at? Jeffrey's house on the island, including Bill Clinton? Question. Scarola asked. The reply was, "That's correct," she responded. He had about 4 or 5 different villas on his island separate from the main house, and we stayed in the villas. That's correct. This is the reply from the deposition with the Virginia Guffrey. If I, said that wrong, I apologize. As Epstein's accuser. Guffrey said sex orgies were a common occurrence in there. In the previous interview, she has said she never saw Clinton behave inappropriately. A Netflix documentary titled Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich includes an island tech worker's account of one seeing Clinton at the villa, though only with Epstein. Angela Yu, a spokesperson for Clinton, told the New York Post at the time that that was a lie the first time it was told, and it isn't true today, no matter how many times it's repeated. Last year, Clinton's office issued a statement saying the former president had traveled abroad, aboard Epstein's private plane and briefly visited Epstein's New York City apartment, but was always in company of staff and Secret Service agents. Clinton also claimed to have had a knowledge of Epstein's having pled guilty to sex crimes years ago in Florida. Fox News tried to reach out to Clinton's office after hours in connection with this story, but did not receive a reply. At the 2011 meeting, Scarola continued to list names and asked Guffrey if she believed any of these could have information about Epstein.